I wouldn't. People like Jack, CLA, even Marcus Ems.
It don't work. It don't matter how many petitions you do. It don't work.
I know it's
TikTok
nothing to do.
need taking to Parliament.
That's
They
what
need
it's for.
taking to Parliament.
It's to do.
The bullying
with
that
TikTok.
goes off on this app every single day is completely accepted. There's people unalive themselves. Nothing has been done. TikTok need to be accountable. It's not the creators, because without the TikTok, there wouldn't be a creator. And what they're doing right now, they're slagging people off, calling people body shaming. It's disgraceful.
Yeah, but that's the whole point of my petition is. It's to do.
Yeah,
with
but it don't
TikTok.
work. I've done a petition. It don't work.
Petitions don't work, in all
It
fairness.
doesn't work. Nothing that you do, but when there's money involved and they're paying tax in our country, that's going to continue.
So
What we need to do, there's 5,000 people in this room right now, yeah? What we all need to do is, we all need to go and stand outside Parliament and say, listen guys, this is what's going off on the TikTok app that's actually owned by the Chinese, which is fair dues, yeah? Fine, it's fine. Everything comes from China, but we're not doing it. And every day there's abuse. Every single day of the week on this app, there is abuse. I joined this app because my husband builds recovery trucks, and I joined it to do his social media shit. Then I've got so invested, misread, I've been following her from day dot. I follow them all the drama, and I'm just looking, I'm like, hang on a minute, body shaming, calling, racism. If I was stood in the street and slandered somebody, yeah, I would get arrested. 1,000,000%. This app is allowing you to be an absolute, utter, disgraceful person. And everybody that's doing it, it's continued and They leave the app, and then the next morning they're back on.
Wasn't that like DJ?
It's disgraceful.
Didn't the app and then come back 2 days later?
Oh,
Yeah,
how long would it gone?
Guys, I just want to hear from Hannah. Pals. Hi, Hannah.
Hey, darling. How are you?
It's okay, darling.
No, it's all right. I don't mind. I'm sitting here. Honestly, I was watching you guys yesterday, and I was watching Angie's live as well yesterday. And honestly, I'll be real, I agree with everything Hutch said, and probably everyone on the panel. The only thing that I felt a bit kind of like, oh, did Angie kind of allow it to go on a little bit more, was the mum. I kind of felt sorry for the mum, and I'll tell you why. She came across like, she's older, she sounds very frail, she sounds like she's going through her own mental health stuff, and it is difficult as a parent to watch your child do that on kind of a public platform and not really have any control over it. I don't think she's got much she can say apart from obviously kick him out, but then you kick him out and what is he doing? He's doing it out on the streets. Do you know what I mean? And he'll end up getting arrested. Some may argue that might be the right thing to, wake him up, but then that's still a mother at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? And it is hard for her to watch her son kind of basically deteriorate in terms of like him coming on a platform and actually doing things that probably aren't morally or legally correct. It is hard for her. So I do feel for her. And I feel like she kind of got the wrath of it last night. Like she got it and took the heat for him. And I don't think Jack should have allowed his mum to even go on there, because I'm sorry, you're a grown man, you're 26 years old, you've chosen to do this. I sympathise with the mental health thing in some cases, but this isn't mental health. This has gone beyond mental health at this point. When 10-year-olds and 13-year-old little boys and girls are going back to their school and saying, oh, this is what we've seen on TikTok. Like, we're not robots as parents. We can't 24/7 be glued to the phone and check what our kids are doing. They're gonna, it's gonna slip through the cracks at some point. But it's TikTok again that's gonna end up being held responsible for it. But they're not gonna do anything. Let's be real. Yeah. And I just feel like at this point, this whole mental health excuse, I want to call it, dare I say it, it needs to be.
You dare say it?
Get rid of it.
Because it's a tool. It's a mechanism that they're using.
Yeah. It's a catalyst. What it does is it's a catalyst for people, because then he'll come up and then he'll brag about the fact that he went to court. Oh, they let me off, and they let me off on bail. I watched his live, I think, and I unfollowed him after this point. Then he was like, oh, they left me off because of my mental health. He's a victim. People holding lives about him and saying, oh, okay, we're going to do this and we're going to talk about him. He's going to take it to court. And trust me, his defence barristers and lawyers are going to take that and they're going to play with it.
The only
And they're
people
gonna
that need taking to court is fucking TikTok.
it's TikTok, yeah.
It's TikTok that needs taking to court because they've allowed this app to become the biggest mental strain on anybody.
Yeah, it's a joke. Like, and the thing is, what really irritates me is I see good creators that I gift, that I support, that do nothing but literally help people's mental health, including mine, that get banned over the most pettiest, minor
silliest
things.
thing.
And like, you're allowing TikTok as their AI moderators and everyone sitting behind those closed doors. Have a grown man stick something up where the sun don't shine and not even locking off the live. Like, no matter how many times people have reported it, the live is still going.
Yeah. What have you got to say, Pearl?
Yeah, and it's honestly, it just frustrates me.
Yeah.
It frustrates me so much. And I don't know what we can do because our little kids, I'm a first-time mum. I've got a little boy that's 20 months. I'm scared for him to use, like, you know, the internet or Roblox or go on TikTok. Like, I'm genuinely scared because it's affected me and I'm a grown adult. Do you know what I mean? Like, watching stuff like that and seeing people like CLA, you know, throughout the N-word. Like, I'm a black woman and I don't agree with that. I'm so sorry. And even seeing that and thinking that she can still have a platform and earn thousands on here.
She's still able to go. I literally posted one of her videos of what she'd done. I got a violation warning, yet she still managed to keep her account.
Because she's making the money, darling. So, you know, not making money that doesn't care. Pearl?
Yes.
What you got to say about this situation today?
Right, good morning, everybody. Firstly, I've jumped up here just to say a big up to Dave and to Tony. Yeah. And listen, yous are all going on that TikTok doesn't do this, that the creators is doing that. This is what it needs, and this is to get a message out to everybody. When your kids are on here watching the dirty, vile, disgusting things, that it ain't going to stop just by TikTok. They think they're safe because they're behind a screen. Well, let me tell you, you protect your kids at all cost. And for the mother, right, yes, I did feel sorry for her, but do not tell me she doesn't sit and watch every mortal thing. And if that was my son, I'm sorry, they say tough love. Kick him out, let him defend for himself and let him learn where things are wrong. And it's so wrong what he's doing on here. And the people that's on there gifting him, enabling him, well, shame on yous too, because one day, if yous haven't got kids now, yous will have kids, and see how yous will feel when you can't, it is a 13 plus app, when you can't stop your kids from doing anything, and if you see to their controls, they're going to go to somebody else who hasn't got any controls on, and they will get to see things. So shame on you, Jack, because you will be sat in here listening, you little ferret. But listen, and if he comes back on, he wants chased off again, and that's how it should be, and that's what wants doing from now on, and that goes whether it be a man or a woman, because fuck chucking the mental health card about. They're not mental when they're getting the gifts and know if it's a little gift or a big, and they're not mental then. So shame on yous, and now good on Tony and Dave. Fuck the rest of the haters. About time something's getting done.
Yeah, no,
There you go. Health for Prime Minister.
Yes.
I know, Pearl Prime Minister.
Yes, Pearl. Hi.
Go.
So surely as an adult then he's accountable for his own actions.
He is, but why is his mum enabling him? She should kick him out and say, you want to live that life, Jack, fuck off and do it somewhere else, not in my home.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. That's what I'm saying. His mum's not innocent.
Exactly.
She should just say, off you pop, Jack.
And you know when people say about them going to the homes, Jack's been on here for long enough for everybody. He tells everybody he lives in Nottingham. Now he's taking the piss because he's moving, right? But listen, wherever he moves to, somebody's going to know him with his dirty little antics, what he's doing, because he doesn't just do it in his bedroom, he does it out in fields, out in the streets as well. So wherever you go to, Jack, set a new account up, you will be seen. And just like, once now he's been let off, and let's hope he's took this on board, but next time, in my opinion, he wants took down a fucking back lane. Sorry.
Can I just ask that we use indoor voices? My headphones are proper loud and everyone's shouting.
Oh, I'm sorry I got right.
Can I just ask this though?
I'm sorry, I'm not a hypocrite, Sharon Novel. I'm saying what's right for kids. I'm not on about myself. Yes, we all get drunk on here, but you don't see me with me nunny out on TikTok or showing bits that I shouldn't be shown. So where am I a hypocrite? Tell me where.
Does he live with the mum at home?
Yep.
So do you feel like, because the way she came across yesterday on Angie's Live, it was like she was kind of being, not, I don't want to say controlled, but kind of, it seemed like a rehearsed script, like he told her what to say. Do you know what I mean?
Coerced. He's told her what to say.
Yeah, like he's told her to say and act a certain way. So do you feel like there's an element of control between the two of them? And that's why she feels like she can't kick him out and she can't do certain things? Because she seemed very frail, I'll be so real. And it didn't seem like she was really talking from the hearts to hearts as a mother. Do you know what I mean? And it felt like
that was one of my sons. And listen, she can't be that old, Hannah. Jack's only age 20. She can't be that old. So it's her home. And they say tough love. You have to be cruel to be kind. She is enabling him, by allowing him to do. And she sits and watches the TikToks.
And this is one thing. Morning, guys. I just want to jump in. I watched a live back from last night, and she says to me, on the live last night, that I don't know what's going on with this live. I haven't seen anything, but Ange, I watch you day in and day out. Hold on, you don't go on the app. So if you'll sit there watching Ange day in and day out, you've seen what your son's been doing and what he's been putting through. And I don't care. She screamed at me last night. He hasn't touched a child. We're paedophile hunters, and you don't just need to touch a child to trauma that child for life. You mentally, physically, and emotionally will destroy a child for the rest of its life seeing what he done.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And I'm not being horrible. They all start from somewhere, don't they? That's my opinion. It starts off somewhere.
Oh, Pearl, as much as I genuinely agree with you, I think we've got to be very careful again. And I'm playing devil's advocate. We've got to be very careful again.
I'm not calling him a peddler. I'm saying they all start somewhere.
I'm not saying you are. What I'm actually saying is we've got to be very clever of how we describe things, purely on the basis of that word gets thrown around so loosely now that it kind of has lost its value, maybe a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm getting at. There's that term has been thrown around so loosely with other creators that maybe it's lost its credibility. That at the end of the day, when it comes to it's the whole thing about the boy that cried wolf. We know that Jack has turned around and said that he was essayed by his father. Mummy Jack's come out and said that's false information. So again, it's plausibility and. You can only go off what you see because we actually don't know the truth. Mm-hmm. And that's all I'm saying is I just think I totally agree with you that it's wrong, his behaviour, but we all just go around now shouting words. Everybody does it now. You go into a live
here for having my grandchildren in my home. I've been called it, and I know how it feels. But the difference is, I do not run around showing my nunny, showing any parts of my body to my grandchildren, or giving any cause like for a reason, right? Mm-hmm. But the road Jack is going down. He's constantly on the snow. He's always on his pinky G. He says he's got the mental health, so he'll be on medication for it as well, right? So the next thing, when he does something, and I'm not saying he's going to, everybody, before we start, this is my opinion. When he goes too far and does something, then there's going to be this big fucking uproar, and it's going to be too late.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Hi, Shabs. Did you say you're a Jack supporter? Or were you lying again?
Yeah, lied to get in.
Shabs.
No. I've just got a couple things. One, Hutch, absolute spirit animal. Definitely my spirit animal. The guy pulls the faces that I'm pulling at my phone. Secondly, I feel like Jack's choosing the wrong audience. Like there's another app that's 18 plus. He'd earn a lot more money doing what he's doing on that and getting some subscribers on that, surely. However, Hutch again on the laughing. However, I do think personally, with regards to the mum, I know there's a lot of mixed opinions there. you know what your kid's doing. It doesn't matter how old they are. You can't say that his mum, if she's on TikTok being able to get absolutely rinsed yesterday, then she's been on TikTok for the rest of, for the past couple of months, seeing what he's doing. There's no way her friends aren't on it, saying, have you seen what your son's doing on TikTok? Now, on the other hand, she can't control him. Like you say, how old? I don't even know how old this kid is. I don't even know. I've not seen it myself. On the other hand, you did a poll before, Miss Red, where it said, did anyone watch this live and has anyone seen him doing what he's doing? I find it disturbing that we all go in there and watch it. Like, I've never gone in and watched it personally. Are we not giving him the clout by going in and watching that and giving him the revenue of the views and the...
It's all over the FYP, Shabs. You don't have to go into his room. You could have him blocked. It's still going to show on your...
Right. Get you. I just wanted to put that out there because I don't think obviously doesn't deserve that revenue, doesn't deserve them views, doesn't... even us talking about it now, he's probably sat in here now, absolutely, something else is probably going up the bunda, happy that we're all chatting about it.
Of course, and this is what I was saying. I wasn't coming on like going, I don't know what I was doing. But listen, if he's going to do this for views, now he's got all of these views, what's he going to do next for views? That's what I'm trying to say. What is he going to do next? Because he has to better himself at every time or people's going to be bored with him.
Yeah. Like I say, there's a better platform.
More graphic as it goes on, what I mean?
I also believe the reason that it sort of keeps coming back and keeps going is everybody, including 5,300 people that 11:25 in the morning are sat in here, fucking love car crash TV. And that is the be all and end all. Let's be real about it, because if you came on in the morning and just went, no, the TikTok news is, it's pretty shit, it would end. Do you know what I mean? Everybody comes in there and goes, shit, did you see that we've now got Jack the Carrot and then we've got Alpha Boo Boo and her fiascos, and I think because as a nation, we literally love watching drama unfold.
Well, I love it. We love it, don't we, pal?
And you've mentioned Elfie Babby there. I've just seen a video on Elfie Babby in the women's toilets, completely taking the complete and utter piss out of him. Listen, it's a man who likes to dress up in a frock, and I am saying that because he's not on no hormones or doing anything. He said on a video he'll never ever try down that road. I know lately he said something different. My ass. Sorry for using that word there. But he's made a video when he said he'd never ever video in a woman's toilet, and it's just come on this morning. So I know you're watching Elfie Babby because you're obsessed with Miss Red. But listen, shame on you, because you're just proving a point at how ignorant you are. That's what you are.
There you go.
Right, listen, I'm going to jump down, but I've just come up just to say a big up to Tony and Dave. Keep up the good work, and like they said, and you, Alex, because there's loads of people behind the scenes on this. But all these little wrong-uns just needs a little talk to in the ear. But
Pal, I fucking love you.
Hell's my spirit animal.
Pal, I've watched you in the background for a long time. I think you're incredible. I do say things off the cuff, but obviously I've been cancelled so many times. I'm now quite clever and political in what I say.
I'll just give you a little folly for that, me babby.
I mean, do I always agree with what Pearl says?
Because I get a telling off.
But I think that's what makes friendships thrive, and this thrive is the fact that you can't all drink from the same teacup because you be mugs. You've got to be different.
Pearl tells me too, don't you, Pearl?
If I do something wrong, though, Donna is the first one on the phone to me. Pearl, what you fucking playing at? This was wrong or that was wrong. But I can also do the same to her.
She does it to me every day, Neely. Don't you tell me off for something.
Oh, thanks, Sam.
She would do it on here. She wouldn't just do it behind the phone. If I said something wrong there, she'd either kick us straight out the box or say, Pearl, enough's enough.
Well, at least you know you'll be featuring on the FYP news tomorrow.
But No, I'm just saying this is what it needs because TikTok's doing sweet fuck all. So now it's time for people who has got a heart and got kids and got feelings and wants to protect the children at all costs should be behind creators like this that is going to do something. That's my opinion. Right, everybody, I'm going. And don't, Bristol, remember, don't ever be a Kent.
Listen, I'm going to let you carry on.
Hi, Jade.
I'm going to disappear. Thanks for having me in.
Thank you so much, darling.
Bye, bye.
Guys, if you're a subscriber, can we put I'm not an FYP Kent, please, in tribute of our Pearl that likes to come in and read a bitch. Do you know what I mean? Yes. Hi, Jade.
Hiya.
Hi, darling.
First of all, I'm coming on as a parent who has a 15-year-old on the app.
Yeah.
Now, I set up her account. She's private, her real date of birth is in there and everything. She has, however, got a fake name. Now, me doing all of that is me protecting my child. So people who are in the comments saying, oh, it's down to the parents, I've done my bit. So people in the comments can't always use it's the parents should be this, the parents should be that. Secondly, I have nothing for Jack's mum. She first came on and she apologised, she didn't know this, she didn't know that. And then all of a sudden, she started shouting and screaming. It was everybody else's fault. They need to leave her son alone. And I was thinking, it's your son that's in the wrong. Your son is the reason that everybody is you.
Oh, Jade, sorry, darling. Yeah, like I say, I didn't watch the whole live yesterday. I didn't watch all of Angie's live, so I didn't catch from start to finish. Like I say, yesterday, coming from a mother's perspective, obviously, I just had I just felt a little bit sorry for her in a sense of the shit that would be taken to a door, but I'm completely in agreement of the awareness that happened, I zoned out for a minute, sorry guys. Right, who hasn't spoken yet? Hi, Indigo Blue. Sorry guys, I zoned out. It's an idea.
I'm coming in any box, so please excuse me if I come across a bit odd. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, darling.
As I said, I'm a newbie to boxes, so be kind.
Yes, be kind, please, guys, to Indigo Moon. Sorry.
I'm a mum of 5 sons, all grown up. I do think that his mum should have took a bit of accountability. He lives with her. She could have done things like unplug the internet, really lay some ground rules down. What do you think? What would happen if it was your son? What would you do?
To be honest, if I found out my son was doing that, I'd be, first of all, I'd be pretty much disgusted, and I'd be very concerned that he's doing it on an app like this. And I think I'd go crazy, to be honest. I wouldn't be defending his actions,
Yeah, you've got ground rules.
Yeah.
Put some rules down.
Yeah, I'd be like, if you want to do stuff like that, sorry, I'm just thinking about, it being my son, I couldn't bloody imagine, but I'd be like, if you want to do shit like that, then, get out the house, get your own place and do it on a place where, there ain't kids and there is sites for that. I think, yeah.
I do think that Dave and Tony did a fantastic job yesterday. It's everybody's responsibility to keep children safe.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Indigo Moon. Right, who was next, guys? Who was next? Alex, who?
I think it might have been Nymira.
Hi, Nymira.
Hiya, thanks for letting me in. I just want, this may be controversial, but I just want to say I got really frustrated yesterday with Angie's live because in one sense, I'm a disabled mother of another disabled son who's got autism, ADHD and dyspraxia, and he needs some extra caring for. But she came off really, like someone else said, she started going on and shouting at people, blaming everyone else for hurting Jack, saying that it's his mental health that's at stake and she was there because he can't handle this. But he's the one that's done wrong, so he needs to be held accountable. And I really do feel like she's enabling him because, and again, this may sound controversial, I've got a 21-year-old son as well, and I had to make the really difficult decision to kick him out of my home. And he has difficulties because he was on drugs, he got drunk and he assaulted me.
Oh.
I had to call the police on him and watch him be taken out in handcuffs. He wasn't allowed to even make contact with me for 30 days. Most difficult decision in my life. I didn't take it the next step, but sometimes as a mother, like Pearl said, I think it was, you have to be cruel to be kind. And it helped him understand that he went too far and that he needed to get that help. And he did apologise profusely when we did speak after those 30 days to say, I'm really sorry. I don't even remember what I did. But, he understands. And again, with my youngest one, my 8-year-old, who's got ADHD, autism and dyspraxia, I worry about him a lot because he's so intelligent when it comes to his iPad, and his iPad is one of those things that helps him calm down. So what I've done is, Roblox is his thing. So I've created a Roblox account and I play with him in a private server so I can monitor. There's no chats with anyone else or anything. It's just me and him in that zone. So yeah, that's just my take.
Excellent parenting, I've got to be honest. Do you know, sometimes you do get these mothers where the children can be the worst and they'll always defend them. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel like what you did, obviously, it was a short, sharp shock. And, hats off to you, but I do think maybe with Jack's mum, maybe it's a case of her child can do no wrong, even though they do, that they're not to blame. Because you do get mothers like that, don't you?
Yeah, it definitely seemed like Jack's mum yesterday came off that way. She was really against Dave, saying about this tattoo incident, saying that it was his fault because he drove him there. And there were other people in the live saying he didn't drive him there. He drove him to a different town. But she was really against, saying this is your fault, Dave, that he got that tattoo with your name on. And it seemed to be everyone else's fault except Jack.
Yeah, that's true, actually. I forgot about that. Yeah, because, at the end of the day, the seriousness of the whole thing was your son's exposing himself online, and then it kind of she deflected to, well, Dave, you took him for a tattoo. Do you know what I mean? What?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you, Namira. Hi, Violet.
Hi, everybody. I just want to say there's a couple of things. From a TikTok shop point of view, TikTok aren't interested. They're more interested in giving people violations for reposting and violations for putting things in wrong categories and stuff. So it's a massive shout out to Alex and Dave and Tony for doing everything that they're doing behind the scenes that TikTok should be doing that aren't doing. And then another thing that's concerning to me, okay, so he's gone as far as he's gone now. Where else is there for him to go? Is it going to get more serious? Is he going to move on to something else if he's not stopped now? So he's constantly doing all of these things on this app. So what's the next stage to get the attention from people?
Exactly.
That's what's concerning me with the children, because 13-year-olds, they're teenagers, but they're still children. They're still impressionable.
Yeah, that's what we was talking about yesterday. Oh, talking about child, my daughter's just entered the room. Guys, can you give Hanksy22 a follow, please? Thank you. This is what we was talking about yesterday, because the behaviour is getting progressively worse, so we're going to up it up, it's going to step up a notch, because, the carrot isn't that shocking anymore. So let's up the game. You know what I mean? What is going to come next? So personally, myself, I think Dave and Tony did the right thing. It's given him a shock, and I think it's letting him know the seriousness and how serious things can get. So
definitely, and it's a massive shout out to them, because they're doing things that people want to do but are worried to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm scared, but I'm just worried about where he's going to go now. Because he is going to come back on the app, but what's he going to do next? That's concerning.
Hopefully nothing. Hopefully it's
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me in the box.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
I'm gonna jump down, Donna. But before I do, I want to big up Jojo as well. The Savage who's in the box now. She's done a lot as well to help, providing people with apps and obviously communicating with others. So she needs a shout out. So does the Ghost. But well done for today, Donna, holding this live. You've dealt with it perfectly in my eyes. Like, it's gone great. And the problem is, there's a lot of individuals that are hosting these live, trying to do these debates, and they shouldn't be doing it, basically, because they don't care about the situation. They're more bothered about the views, they're more bothered about the gifts, you know what I mean? I ain't digging out no one, it is what it is. But well done for today anyway. I'm going to jump down. I'll catch you all later, everyone. See you later.
Thank you, Alex, and thank you for your hard work as well, trying to keep TikTok safe. Yes?
Yeah, they've done an amazing job. Morning, Miss Red. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Zoe, Yaz, Emma, Kimmy. Do you want to all unmute? I'm good, Jojo. Are you okay, love?
Yeah, just a bit tired, as Alex rightly said. Yes, guys, I've been providing information as much as I can for you all to try and make things for these apps a little bit easier for parents to understand. Before I go on to that, Miss Red, I just wanted to kind of say to the viewers that we've got in here, like, yeah, I understand what people are saying regarding Jack's mum, but I'm hearing a lot of, well, TikTok aren't going to do anything about it. The police aren't going to take it seriously. So what is there left to do? Do we just let people like this stay on the app? Because for me, certainly, I'm not prepared to do that, guys. Like, if the people who are in charge are meant to be doing the things to protect people, not just children, but us as adults, aren't going to do it, you are going to get people like Dave, Tony, Alex, myself, who's coming from a different point of view, the Ghosts, and so many other people behind the scenes who are going to take things on themselves. Like, look, they're not inciting hatred, they're not asking people to commit violent acts on him or things like that, but there is a level where awareness has to be made, guys. And if the right people aren't going to do it, then it's up to us for us to protect our children, because that's our jobs as parents first and foremost. But anyone with the right moral compass, that should also be your priority. That's what I wanted to say on that, Miss Red. But whilst I've got 4.5 of you in here, if anyone knows any children's apps that I haven't already covered, if you could just send me a message and let me know, because I have found an amazing website called National Online Safety. You can all go and look at it yourself. It gives you some amazing step-by-step guides on all the apps that are available to your children. I will post more things on my platform for you, and you'll hear me jumping in and out talking about it. Also, there is another protocol you can do if anyone is witnessing child exploitation regarding SA or the way that they're being treated, your children, yourselves, whatever. It's also on my page called CEOP. And all the information's there. I'm going to be doing some screen recordings, but the Ghosts, they have quite rightly so and brilliantly said they will help anyone who needs to set up parental control apps, tracker apps. I'm going to be doing some videos and putting them on my platform for you all on like a step-by-step, how to run through, how to set it up, what you need to do with the apps, and just so you've got that extra layer of protection for your children's devices. Also, reading through the information I have, even though I've posted what the requirement ages are for these apps, guys, doesn't necessarily mean when you are inputting your children's date of birth, you put their correct age of 13 plus. If you feel your child doesn't have the capacity as a 13-year-old to be on this app, then please don't allow them. That is just my personal opinion. However, if they are of like the ages of 15, 16, and you still are concerned where they are in their maturity, please lower the ages on their date of birth. It then will filter out even more content that they are able to view. And that's all I wanted to say this morning.
Oh, thank you, Jojo. There you go, Jojo, with all the facts, guys. Make sure to give Jojo a follow, please, because she's very helpful with information. And the lives are great too, yes. Thank you, Jojo, darling.
Is it okay if I speak very quickly because I have to drop down?
You can, darling.
I just wanted to make 2 points. The first being, it seems that everybody nowadays has mental health or is vulnerable when it suits them. And I think that yesterday in Angie's live, Jack's mom was she was contradicting herself, because for half the life she went on about how her son has mental health and he's vulnerable. And then the other half is, he's a grown adult, he's a man, he knows right from wrong, and they don't add up. And the last point I wanted to make was, his mom lost any sympathy from me the second that she said that the only people who should be concerned and affected by the situation are Jack and the carrot. To me, that shows how much she doesn't truly understand or care about the severity of what he's done. Like, it's completely shocking. It shocked me and it was disgusting.
I wasn't there for the whole live, but what I was there for, I was caught, but I didn't hear her say that. What did she say about the carrot again?
She said that the only people who should be concerned with the situation and affected by the situation are Jack and the carrot, and it's nobody else's business.
Really?
Which doesn't make any sense, and it genuinely shows how much she doesn't care.
Okay.
She doesn't care. And she also at a point in the live said that she's reported her own son to the police, yet she still keeps him in the house. Why would you do that?
Okay.
If I had to ever report my son to the police for any situation, I wouldn't want him in my house. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, that's all. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely day and stay safe.
Thank you, Zoe, darling. Thank you.
Miss Red, can I go next, please? Because I've got a couple of things to do.
Yes, you can go, darling.
Right, so I don't know how some people are going to take this. Some people may find this a bit, I don't know, they'll go one way or the other. But firstly, I just think it's not anybody's place to question anybody's mental health. Yes, there is a lot of talk these days. Everybody's got mental health because, like, that's life. Do you know what I mean? Everyone struggles with certain situations and that. The thing is with Jack here, he's an addict. Like, I'm an addict. I've been an addict from a child. Like, I'm 2.5, well, just under 2.5 years clean now. With addiction, he's getting a lot of attention. Do you know what I mean? He's getting a lot of attention from this. Obviously, if you look at his behaviour is not that of somebody with sound mind. Do you know what I mean?
I have to kind of like disagree, Yaz, because like I've been an addict. I've been addicted to painkillers, and also had a problem with alcohol, and I've also and still do suffer with mental health, and I've never gone to them lengths.
No. I'm not saying that. No. I'm not saying that at all. But obviously, everyone's addiction severity is different. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, there's a difference between. Like, obviously, trauma's the cause of addiction. Do you know what I mean? So, obviously, I'm not sticking up for the man. I think he's absolutely disgusting.
Oh, I know you're not sticking up for him, Yaz. I know you're not.
There's people just people in the comments here, like people saying, "Oh, his mental health's put on." I really don't think it's put on. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is not the behaviour of somebody that understands himself. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't like. The thing is about addiction, we are always looking for some sort of gratification from an external source. Do you know what I mean? Whether it be drugs, alcohol, attention, like adult intimate activities. Like, addiction isn't just substances. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is with Jack here, he's getting a lot of attention from this. He's getting a lot of views, and that is feeding his ego. Do you know what I mean? I think the only way that I can see this stopping is if people stop watching him. But that would take everybody joining together and blocking his profiles. Like, do you know what I mean? Like saying, like, you know, when you see something, it says, like, oh, I don't want to see content like this.
Yeah, so I do agree with that. You know, we can't judge people's levels of mental health or severity, you know, of the mental health that they're going through. I do agree with that. You know what I mean? We're not here to diagnose people. But I just feel like his behaviour has been continuously questionable.
Oh, yeah,
you know, there was the
with addicts, like they always need to do something more. It's like with using substances, you'll start off using this amount, and after a while, it doesn't have the same effect. He's loving the attention, he is absolutely loving it. So when he's doing so with substances, if you're taking a substance, and you're using a certain amount, after a while you build up a tolerance, you need to use more and more. This is what's happening with him with attention. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's doing something controversial, he's loving the backlash from it. The thing is, obviously, like, especially if it's childhood trauma, with children, like, come on, you see it with children, bad attention's better than no attention, and I think that's the way Jack's seeing it. Do you know what I mean? He would rather have the worst kind of attention, stoop really, really low, than have no attention.
I do agree with that. I agree with you.
But everyone's saying, like, oh, his mental health. Listen, you can yawn all you want, Demi, do you know what I mean? But the fact is, I have a very good understanding of all this stuff. When it comes to trauma and addiction, I understand it. Like, people may not, do you know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is, like, addicts don't have, like, our brains physically don't have the capacity to make good decisions. So the only way this is going to stop is if people stop watching him. And I'm a parent myself, do you know what I mean? And okay, in an ideal world, it should be down to TikTok to protect and the police and all, but the fact is, and it should be down to Jack to not do it, but the fact is, not everybody will take their part. So, like, if parents want their kids to be safe, they need to have some part in protecting their children from the internet as well.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for joining, Yaz, and I'm glad you've come on with a different perspective and a different opinion. And thank you for joining, darling.
Thanks.
Guys, remember, like, everybody is going to come on with different opinions, and they're going to see it through, you know, through their own eyes. Do you know what I mean? Hi, Emma.
I don't know.
Bye, Yaz. Thank you. Hi, Emma.
Hi, Miss Red. How are you? So this is my first time on the boxes, so I do apologise if I'm a bit, like, stuttering or something. But I think that the whole situation is horrible, and he should be, you know, taken off this app. But to be honest with you, probably won't happen because of the way TikTok is, and also the whole I think Pearl was saying it about the if you have mental health, go on your meds. Some conditions, therapy is what doctors recommend, then medication. So I don't know what mental health sobriety Jack has. I have BPD, so which I don't need medication for, but I use therapy instead. So a lot of people use therapy instead of medication because some mental health conditions you don't need medication, if that makes sense. I just wanted to just say it because a lot of people think that if you're mentally ill, you need medication, whereas a lot of mental health conditions you don't, or doctors don't recommend it. You know, I just wanted to say that just so that, because I don't know if people are aware of that, you know, fact. That's all I just wanted to say, really. Sorry, I'm just really anxious.
Don't be anxious.
First time on here.
You've done amazing, considering it's your first time. I think you've done amazing, and, you know, it is a hard room sometimes, you know, with the views and everything else, but I think you've done amazing. Thank you, Emma, darling.
Thank you so much for having me, and I love you. just
Oh,
thought I'd
I
say
need you
that
to
anyway.
make sure you come back.
Right.
Make sure
I
you
don't
come
know
back.
how to. Right, would you be able to take me off? Because I don't know how to do this. Sorry.
I'm following you, Emma. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you, darling. Hi, Kimmy.
Hiya, can you hear me?
I can hear you, darling. She was lovely, weren't she, guys?
You know, she were amazing, bless her. You could hear that she was nervous. I'm going to make it quick because I know you're about ready to leave. First and foremost, I'm going to say a massive thank you to Dave and Tony for being out there on them streets protecting our children. And to everybody else behind the scenes, thank you. I don't feel sorry for his mum in the slightest way whatsoever. None whatsoever. She sees this stuff happening on a daily. She knows what her son is capable of. I'm a mother of two. My child has additional needs, but if my son was out there doing the things he's doing on an app that is aimed towards children, I would have him by the hand and I would march him to the police station myself and leave him at the front doors. You reap what you sow, child. I think, and another thing, I think people like normalise trying to say you parents should do better by protecting your child. Can somebody explain to me when it become normal for us as parents to have to sit down with our vulnerable children and tell them to watch out for these people? These people should do better and people should be sat there. We shouldn't have to, as parents, educate our kids on wrongings. We shouldn't have to do it. It is disgusting. I've been in before, Miss Redden. I've spoke to you about my personal situation and what's happened. I'm not sure if you can remember, but situations like this hit my heart. Like, so much hit my heart because I've had kids that have been in that vulnerable situation and that things have happened to them. We've had to go to court. And I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. When you have had to look at your child disappearing inside because of what they've been through as a mother, that destroys you. And what this man is doing is open them children, these vulnerable children, to this kind of thing. It's disgusting. I think people just need to do better. And I say, whether it's hanging posters up or protesting outside of his house or doing whatever it takes, continue to do it. Because our children's lives matter. And it is that simple.
Do you know what, Kimmy? I agree with you because we shouldn't have to explain to our children, our 8-year-olds, 10-year-olds, even teenagers, why there's a bloke sticking carrots where the sun don't shine. Do you know what I mean? Especially on an app that's 13 plus, we shouldn't have to explain to our children, you know, what all this is about. Why is he doing that? And this is, you know, again, this is failure of TikTok, isn't it? But I do remember, I remember speaking to you.
I don't think people are quick to push the blame on TikTok. Now, don't get me wrong, TikTok should be banning them. I agree with that. I do. But it also becomes the responsibility of him and the police because it's indecent exposure. Within any other way, it's indecent exposure. What I say everybody needs to do is everybody knows where he's from. Call that police station. Bombard that police station with phone calls over and over and over again, just like everybody did with Cheyenne and the dog situation. Because the more people that do it, the more you're going to get results. It is that simple.
Oh, thank you, Kimmy, darling, for coming on and being so patient, sat in the box. I'm really sorry, everybody, that I'm having to rush off, but I do have to, you know, do things.
I just want to say to you, Miss Red, quickly, thank you so much for doing this today because the awareness you've spread for mothers that necessarily weren't aware of the situation is so important. And again, thank you to everybody behind the scenes doing what you're doing because you're protecting our children and we appreciate it as mothers. I'll speak to you again.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. Thank you, Kimmy. Take care, love. I've got to be honest, guys, I can't take any credit for spreading awareness, you know, on situations like this. It's people like, you know, Jojo that, you know, spend ages looking at apps and, you know, Dave and Tony that go out spreading awareness, Fact Freak, you know, Who else? Who else have we got? No Face, No Case. You know, it's people like that deserve all the credit, that do spread awareness on situations like this. I just give you all a place to come in and talk about it. Why won't it let me take that off? And Alex, of course, yes. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I have to rush off. Why won't it let me change this box, guys? I'm getting so annoyed with the situation. Oh. Thank you for getting me to popular number 1, guys. You did it for me. I will remain there for the rest of the day until Zach takes over. Yes. I don't know if Luke's live today. Luke, I know I don't want to leave. I don't know if Luke's live, guys, but if he is live, go and watch his FYP because he does it brilliantly, and he gets the boxes open for you all as well. I hope that nobody was affected by the topics of today's live. You know, TikTok and we don't stop. Yes. Let me take this little box off because it's annoying me. I'm not about it because I want to thank you all for the gifts and everything. Has it worked? Oh, see, TikTok's sabotaging me, guys. Oh, piss off. Not you guys. Oh, you work. Not you guys, piss off, TikTok. Thank you to my Linz. Thank you, Linz. Amanda, Jackie, thank you, darling. Fragmented, Jojo, love. Curtis, Chantal, Cockapoo, darling. Mark and Ryan, Sarah, PJ, Kate, love. Claire, Joey Ticky. Oh, guys, Joey Ticky. Thank you, guys, for the love. Thank you. Joey Ticky has posted another TikTok Simpsons. So please go over and watch I did have it in the phone ready to play. Go over to Joey Ticky and watch the new Simpsons episode. It's so funny. Yeah, go and give it a like and a follow, please, everybody. It is, isn't it? I love his Simpsons. Have I said I've thanked you for the gifts, haven't I? Yeah, I've done that. Missy Moo, Karen, Anne, Emmy, Emma, Lindsay, Michelle, and Mama Kaz. Oh, Kaz, I was going to speak about you as well. I had that in the phone. Guys, did anyone tune in for Kaz's live last night? You must have been there because there was 7,000 people in there. Justice for Kaz and the fake legal letter. I wanted to talk about that because I wanted to show the videos and everything else. Do you know what I mean? But we'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow, guys. Yeah, go and check on my FYP, Mama Kaz, on the legal letter. I loved it. Yes. Thank you, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. 10 o'clock. You know where to be for all the gossip, all the drama. See you later, guys.